So I've got to record this video for you because I am mid-task on allowing ChatGPT Atlas to update my Google Ads account. And it is doing such a good job, it is literally blowing me away. Let me tell you the backstory and let me explain why I just let ChatGPT access my Google account. If you're new to the channel, my name's Pete. I help small business owners systemize, organize, and scale with Google Workspace. And we like to help small business with tech tools, AI tools, anything that might be useful for you and your business. Now, I'm sitting here on a Friday night doing some work, of course, and I have been working on my ads account. And for some time, I've been testing out a tool called Manus AI. Now, this is an AI assistant. It promises to be able to help your business by doing tasks for you, and have found that it's starting to eat into some of the tasks that I would normally give to my personal and executive assistant. Now, that's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean that she's out of a job. What it means is that she can focus on higher value tasks and some of the boring stuff can go to the assistant. But because the assistant includes a tool called browser control, well, I've started giving it harder and harder things to do. Now, I started asking myself, okay, well, if this is good enough to make a restaurant booking, go to a calendar and put in my information and make a booking for me, or can it, I don't know, buy concert tickets or something like that? Well, that's useful. But what about a task that would take 20 minutes or half an hour or 3 hours? So I started using this tool for scraping information from the internet. Apparently it's pretty popular for that. So I started getting it to do data entry style tasks. I needed to categorize and tag a bunch of reviews in one of our review apps, and it spent literally hours doing that. Ended up being very expensive in tokens, but it was useful for the learning exercise. And then once I learned how to connect it to my browser, I realized, well, you can do things a lot more cheaply if you're using your local browser on your computer and it's controlling your computer instead of using their cloud browser, which is built into the app. So that's what I've been testing with Manus. But then something changed. See, this week along came ChatGPT Atlas. Well, it's been out for a little while now, but I haven't used the browser mode yet. And I thought I'd give it a go as I was testing out using Manus for my Google Ads account, and it was starting to get stuck on a few other areas and I wasn't quite happy with it. I fired up ChatGPT Atlas and took all of my instructions that I had given Manus, put it in a playbook, and gave it to ChatGPT. And as I'm talking to you now, ChatGPT is working through my ad account, reviewing keywords, reviewing search terms that people have been searching for, and adding the high intent keywords back to my campaign, removing keywords that are maybe not as appropriate as I want for my campaign, and it's doing that all autonomously. The thing that's really wild about this is, yes, people are freaked out that if you're signed into an account, this can literally do anything as you. But what's really cool is if you've got something boring to do and it's a reasonably repeatable process, the great thing about using an agent to do a task for you is, like all of these large language models that have memory or that have a context window that has the whole conversation there that it can reference and remember, is anytime you tell it something once, it's gonna remember that forever. And what I really like about that is it solves the human problem. See, I know how to run ads, but I also know how to delegate running ads. I could take them to an agency, I could take them to a contractor, I could delegate it to one of my staff members. But when I'm setting up a campaign and I like the idea of getting my hands dirty, of taking it from 0 to 1, or I've got a really unique idea that I want to personally experiment with, and I want to see how it goes and tweak it myself without having the lethargy of the back and forward of working with someone else in the loop. Well, it's really nice for me to be able to get my thoughts into, in this case, working with my Google Ads account. But the moment I start to delegate to someone else, everything gets slower and everything gets more difficult. Well, working with an LLM, and in this case, something like Manus or ChatGPT Atlas, it allows me to give an instruction once, and generally, it will never forget those instructions. Yeah, every now and again, it will forget something, but generally, it will never get worse at doing the job ever, because each new instruction I add, each new guardrail I add, it can only ever get better. So far, I've been training this for, I'd say, probably about 45 minutes. It's going pretty well. And each instruction I get it, it's learning how to do things more and more. And I do like that this is going to be able to do repeatable tasks for me, But what I'm even more excited about is what new tasks might it teach me and what might it do next. Now, one thing that I've noticed, which is kind of funny about how these tools work, is they will often, when given a long or large task, and I mean more than 3 or 5 minutes of homework, stop. And they'll say, oh, geez, this is a really long task. Are you sure you want me to keep going? And I think there's 2 reasons for that. One reason is for something like Manus, where there's tokens involved, they probably don't want you to have a bad user experience by zooming through all of your tokens. Now, I spent $100 or $200 on a task where it was categorizing my tags for my reviews, and it was going through this screen bit by bit and tagging them one by one, and sometimes the interface wasn't quite working and I had to refresh the page. This is the kind of thing that might take me like 30 minutes of sitting there and just smashing out the data entry and doing it. But I wanted to see if Manus could get it done. It constantly stopped and asked me, do you want to continue? Do you want to continue? Do you want to continue? Even though I said, I want you to continue. I don't want you to stop. I want you to do the whole task. It still stopped again. The second reason I think they might be doing this, and I've noticed that ChatGPT is doing this for me tonight, they seem to sometimes want to preserve their own assets. And that's just my theory here. ChatGPT is a fixed fee. I'm using Atlas. I'm paying for a premium plan on ChatGPT. And that means that I'm not measured or limited in how much I use the browser. There might be limits if I start using the MCP protocol, talking to external apps too much, but I haven't come across many of them yet. Honestly, I'm not using ChatGPT much these days because we're a Google Workspace organization and I'm heavy on Gemini. But Gemini's browser control sucks right now. I already tested it this week and decided to cancel my account. So I'm giving it a go in ChatGPT Atlas. I think ChatGPT is probably going to try and preserve its tokens because it doesn't seem to have a limit for these browser actions. And I understand this kind of work is pretty expensive, even if it's happening in my own browser. But if you've got a way to get these to keep continuing without pausing all the time, yeah, drop it down in the comments and let me know. Wow, that's wild. It's literally just said to me, this completing every single selection within our time window is not feasible in this automated set. It did 3 and then it stopped. It said it's not feasible. And so I said, I want you to do it. Do it, computer, do it. And then it's now saying having trouble. So let's say, all right, refresh the page and try again. It says, I'm considering how to best handle the refresh page query. How should I handle refreshing the page? It says, I'm sorry, it's not responding properly. Okay, well, I want you to be more persistent. I want you to go slowly and carefully and make sure you do this correctly, but please persist. I'm sure you can get it done. Maybe giving it some kind words will help. Well, after half an hour of patiently attempting to coerce ChatGPT to get through its challenges in the browser, which were not significant at all. It just seems to be stuck with the process of clicking the right buttons. Unfortunately, I have to admit defeat. Well, ChatGPT Atlas has to admit defeat. Yet again, my vision has been held back by the technology that's just not quite there. I've got to say, Atlas got a lot further than Manus did. Manus really got stuck adding any keywords. Atlas was confident out the gate. It was able to successfully add a few waves of keywords from my search terms, but then it just stopped. And I don't know, maybe it ran out of context window. Maybe the administrators at OpenAI said, hey, he's using too many tokens. Stop the work. You got to break his workflow. But I'm impressed where this is going to be. I'm expecting in a couple of months, more development. It's going to be able to handle more of this. And I love that these kind of workflows are going to be able to be given to a machine once and then just done. Let me know what you think of this one below.
If you liked this video, we've got plenty more on the channel covering this topic and much, much more.